Good evening, welcome to the programme. Tube workers go on strike from 9 o'clock tonight and 2 days of disruption for millions of Londoners will begin. The dispute is over plans to close all ticket offices on the network and cut jobs. London Underground says it's a vital part of its modernisation plan. The RMT union says the changes will make travelling on the tube more dangerous. And of course, caught in the middle of the row are the many people whose journeys will be made more difficult by the strike. Tara Welsh has been hearing the views of people across London. Earlier, I spoke to the Mayor and asked him about whether today's events highlighted just how bad industrial relations had become. You can't deny that this stalemate is embarrassing. It's embarrassing for you, it's embarrassing for Londoners. One of you has got to be the bigger man.
And sort it out.
So they clearly want to talk to you, don't they? I could ask you, why
of course they do. Of course they do.
Let it
because
get to
they
this
let me
stage, sit down and talk to people, even if you don't agree with them.
No.
But Boris Johnson, wouldn't a personal rapport and relationship with you be exactly the kind of thing that would help break, deadlock on occasions like this?
No,
Do you feel that with the loss of around 700 station staff, can you guarantee that safety won't be compromised?
Yes.
Especially in those outer stations where you'll only see one person on the platform? That was the Mayor Boris Johnson speaking to me earlier. So what about the unions? Our political editor Tim Donovan asked the RMT's Bob Crow if he'd done enough to avoid the strike. That was Bob Crow, leader of the RMT, talking to our political editor Tim Donovan. We'll have more on the tube strike later. To some of the day's other news now, and detectives investigating the murder of a sex worker at a flat in Earl's Court have released CCTV images of a man they want to speak to about her death. The body of Maria Duque Tunhano was discovered last Friday. Police say they believe Robert Richard Fraser is still in the capital and are warning other sex workers could be at risk. The family and friends of a man who died after being detained by police in Luton are welcoming a new inquiry into the treatment of vulnerable people in custody. The case of Leon Briggs is the latest in a series of similar incidents which have prompted the Home Secretary Theresa May to take action. A woman from London has lost her legal challenge at the Court of Appeal over the legality of random police stop and search powers. 2 cancer patients have died after NHS rules were broken by Watford General Hospital. West Hert's NHS Trust has carried out an internal review. 13 incredibly rare iguanas have been seized by customs at Heathrow Airport. A multi-million-pound redevelopment of a South London hospital may not go ahead after some local doctors said it was unnecessary. Now, a question. Who would pay good money to go to a play when the only part of the actor you can see is their moving lips? Well, it seems quite a few. Not I by Samuel Beckett, perhaps better known for Waiting for Godot, is proving an unlikely hit in the West End, despite its very obvious challenges for the audience and actor. OK, returning to the tube strike now. The walkout starts tonight at 9 o'clock and continues for 48 hours. Alice Bandukravi has been looking into just how the dispute will affect services. And let's get a final thought on the tube strike tonight. Let's get a check on the weather with Wendy now. And of course, the weather will play a part if you're standing in a bus queue or cycling or walking tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. And it's the part that it will play will be a sort of baddie, if you like, because it's not going to doom at the moment, aren't I? You're just the messenger. Wendy, thanks very much. A quick reminder of the day's headlines. You can, of course, see more on those stories and the latest on the travel disruption on our website. I'll be back later during the 10 o'clock news. Until then, from all of us on the team, do have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.